So what if everything you think you know about business is wrong? What if the real goal isn't to be the best in a crowded market, but to create a market all on your own? That's the huge disruptive idea we're digging into today. This is the playbook for the future, inspired by Peter Thiel's legendary book, 0 to 1.
To get our heads in the right space, let's start with Thiel's favorite interview question. He asked this because, well, the future isn't built by a committee. It's built by people who see a truth that almost nobody else does. This question is all about hunting for those hidden truths. You know, the secrets that are the bedrock of every single world-changing company.
And this leads us right to the main event, progress. It turns out, really comes in two flavors. You've got horizontal progress, or 1 to N. Think of this as globalization, taking a successful model and just stamping out copies everywhere. But then there's vertical progress, going from 0 to 1. This is the real magic. It's pure creation. It's technology. It's making something new exist where literally nothing like it existed before.
All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to challenge a sacred cow, the idea that competition is for losers. Then, we're going to dismantle the myth of luck, arguing that you are not a lottery ticket. After that, we get super practical with how to build a monopoly. And finally, we'll land on the ultimate challenge. What is your secret? Let's get into it. Okay, let's start by absolutely blowing up one of the biggest myths in business. The idea that competition is a good thing. We're all taught it's a sign of a healthy market, right? The engine of innovation. Well, Thiel's take is a bit different. He says it's a death trap. I mean, this is the story we're all told. Competition makes us better. It forces companies to up their game, giving us the best products at the lowest prices. It's the beating heart of capitalism, or is it?
Well, actually, no. The entire point of capitalism is to accumulate capital, to build value that lasts. But if you're in a market with brutal competition, everybody is so busy fighting over the same customers that profits get squeezed down to basically zero. So here's the wild paradox. To actually win at capitalism, you have to find a way to escape competition. You can't build something amazing for the long term if you're just another commodity business fighting for scraps.
Just think about the difference here. On one side, you have the entire U.S. airline industry. They create billions in value for customers, but they make almost no money for themselves because they're all just competing on price. It's a race to the bottom. And on the other side, a monopoly like Google, which created something so incredibly unique that it has no real competition. That allows it to capture huge, durable profits and, actually invest in a long-term future. This brings us to the next big myth we need to bust wide open. The idea that startup success is just some kind of lucky accident, an unplanned, stumbled-upon discovery. Thiel's response to this is pretty blunt. You are not a lottery ticket.
To really get this, you have to rewind to the dot-com crash. Silicon Valley got spooked, big time. And out of that fear, this new set of rules kind of emerged. Big visions are dangerous, so just make tiny bets. Don't make a grand plan, just iterate and pivot. Don't try to create new markets, just fight over the ones that already exist. It was basically a huge retreat from being bold.
But what if the real lessons were the exact opposite? What if a bad plan is actually better than no plan because at least it forces you to think hard about the future? What if being trivial is a much bigger risk than being bold? And like we just saw, competitive markets are where profits go to die. Success isn't an accident. It happens by design.
You see, it all comes down to how you view the future. To actually build something new, you have to be what Thiel calls a definite optimist. You need a concrete vision of a better future and a real, actual plan to get there. The indefinite optimist, on the other hand, just kind of hopes things will get better. They treat the future like a lottery ticket instead of a blueprint. Okay, enough myth-busting. If the goal is a monopoly and it's built on a definite plan, what's the playbook? I mean, how do you actually go from 0 to 1?
Well, it all starts with a single, really critical benchmark, a number that separates true, game-changing innovation from all the noise out there. That number is 10x. This is rule number 1 for escaping competition.
So why 10x? Why not 2x? Well, because anything last just gets lost. It gets drowned out by marketing claims and customer habits. A small, marginal improvement just isn't enough to get people to switch. But a 10x improvement in speed, or cost, or convenience, that is a knockout punch. It's so much better that the decision to switch becomes a total no-brainer.
That 10x technology, that's your way in. That's your beachhead. From there, a truly durable monopoly layers on 3 more defenses. You've got network effects, where the product gets better for everyone as more people use it. You've got economies of scale, so your costs go down as you get bigger, making it almost impossible for anyone else to catch up. And finally, a powerful brand, which solidifies your position in the minds of your customers.
Now, the strategy here is a little counterintuitive. You don't go after some massive market on day one. No, you find a tiny, super specific niche that you can completely, utterly own. Dominate that small pond first. Once you are the undisputed king of that pond, then you start expanding into related, adjacent markets. Just think about Amazon. They didn't start as the everything store. They started by monopolizing online books.
And this brings us right back to where we started. Building something truly new, something from 0 to 1, isn't about following a formula. It's about seeing something that no one else can see. It's about discovering a secret.
So let's reframe that opening question and put it in business terms. It's not just about some abstract truth. It's about a massive, untapped opportunity. Every correct answer to this question is a potential world-changing company that's just hiding in plain sight.
So this, right here, is the soul of 0 to 1. A great business isn't just a business. It's a conspiracy to change the world. Now, conspiracy sounds a little sinister, I know, but all it really means is a small group of people who share a secret about how the world could work better, a truth that the rest of the world just hasn't figured out yet.
And so, the ultimate challenge isn't just to learn these lessons, it's to actually apply them. The best paths forward are the ones that are new and untried. So what contrarian truth do you hold? What secret have you discovered about the world that could be the foundation for the future?